world. Just before we get into the second series, guys, we want to explain a little bit like how we got to where we are right now. So basically, me and Tyres, we met in Australia last year.
We were both solo traveling around the world, and we met up in the outback of Australia, where we were both working to save up money, doing farm work, which is required for a second-year visa.
So that's where we came up with the idea. We thought, well, look, we haven't saved up that much money, so we bought a camera and we bought some cheap flights, and LA was the cheapest place to fly. So Tyres, you booked your flight, you came all the way from Belgium.
Yeah.
I booked my flight, I was flying in all the way from Australia, and Lena had to fly all the way from Vietnam where she was working. So it was obviously very expensive to get to Los Angeles. So for this series, we're not including our flights in the $1,000 budget like we did in the first series. But going into this series, guys, all three of us have 1,000 US dollars. And when it's gone, the trip's up. And we're gonna pick up the action in LA airport. We had to go find Lena. Now, I was a little bit nervous actually, because I hadn't seen you for 6 months.
Yeah.
And Tyres and Lena had never met. So we were on our way to go meet her when we pick up this series, and we were all really excited and nervous about this trip. So let's pick it up from here and enjoy the series, guys.
Enjoy.
To hide from you, but you saw me. Hey, what's up? You're so much taller.
Mate, he is like a giant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were hoping you could tell us what to do next.
Yeah.
That's right, we're going to spend 20 bucks probably on our first Uber. Our couchsurfing host said buses don't go to where she lives.
No, I think Uber is probably the best way.
Yeah, how are you?
Good, thanks.
First ride.
We're not hitchhiking, but whatever.
Yep.
So wake me up when it's on.
We're here.
Hollywood Buzz, his
Let's get out.
continues. I'm gonna say about in 35 minutes or so.
Yeah, we're here. We're at our first couchsurfing host house in West Hollywood. We were just driving through Beverly Hills and we were like, is that the house? Is that the house? This is always the most nerve-wracking part of any couchsurfing experience, is meeting your host for the first time, because you don't know if they're going to be
A sociopath.
the
What if
birds.
she skins us for coats?
Okay.
Hello. Hi. What's up, guys? How are you?
Good. Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Come on in. Hi. Nice to meet you.
And Tyres with the camera.
Hi.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you.
So Patty, Ty, and
Yes.
Lena.
Ties.
Ties.
Yes.
And
Like ties your shoe.
Nice house.
everybody did. Hello.
Hey dudes. For the rest of the evening, our lovely host Lindsay showed us to where we would be sleeping. And she didn't just show us to a couch, but she showed us to our very own outhouse, complete with our own bathroom. We got to know all the other people living at the house, which is also used as a base for Lindsay's boyfriend's company. They run a travel app called Overnight. The first thing we wanted to do was explore a little bit of Hollywood. We found a cool Mexican place where we bought her dinner to say thank you. And then we went back to the house for a few cheeky rum and cokes and to really get to know our awesome new host. The coolest thing about Lindsay is that she also has a travel YouTube channel. And once we announced we were starting our trip in LA, she jumped at the chance to host us so that we could chat about how awesome it is to travel and to film the adventures. Good morning, everyone. Here we are. Day one. Last night was awesome. Meeting up with Tyres and Lena at the airport was really nice. And then we got to our host's house. I mean, check out this is the place. Real cool. So this is the pool, and that's the app that they make. And then this is our this is the outhouse, which is where they're putting us up. So this is not a bad couch surfing situation, is it really? We're just getting ready to go out for the day.
Hello. Welcome in our lovely room.
To our humble abode.
We're getting in shape.
Yeah.
We have a tall Belgian.
This is where we slept last
This is where
night.
all the magic happens.
Oh god. Yeah. Are you regretting we invited Lena already or what?
Yeah.
Lena, how's the first 24 hours been for budgeteering?
It's been awesome. Yeah, we drank a little too much last night.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
We are ready to head out in the city.
Vámonos.
Explore.
Yeah, so where are we gonna go today?
We're gonna go to Venice Beach.
Look at this guy, he's ready to go. I need to get ready, so I'm in my gym jams. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna get ready. We all got ready and left the house. Now Los Angeles is massive and hitchhiking around a city this big is practically impossible. So Lindsay told us we had to walk down Sunset Boulevard and catch a bus to Santa Monica Pier, where we should walk down to Venice Beach and soak up the LA sun and do a bit of celebrity spotting. The first person we met, however, was a homeless guy called Cliff.
Hi. I'm Thais.
Hitchhiking, is that a thing around here?
Well, back in the day, yeah, but it's there not too much going with the hitchhikers nowadays.
Yeah.
No, because there's too many nuts out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Too many crazy people.
Yeah.
Nobody don't want to stop and pick you up. You know what I mean?
And how long have you been
Okay.
homeless?
Oh, a couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing.
Not much, but I have $1.
Oh no, you
Yeah,
save your
no.
you save
Take
your
it,
money.
please.
Okay.
Seriously.
All right.
They have $1 coin now?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a gold coin.
Do you have family?
No. Nope, it's just me, all by myself.
Is there anything that we should be careful of in LA? Is it a dangerous place or?
Yeah, just be aware of your surroundings. It's just like I told you, this guy across the street, he's a fucking nut. Sitting at the bus stop.
Why is it great? What's happened?
Oh, he's just a nut. He's like 5150. But you don't know about those people. You don't know if they're harmful or what. You know what I mean? Because I knew you guys were from around here, but that's why I told you about that dude over there.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Make sure you hang on to your camera too.
Exactly.
This guy's full of good tips. He's a nice guy.
We jumped on a bus and made our way down to Santa Monica. Once we were there, we walked along the beach all the way down to Venice. I'd actually been here a few years back when I did this crazy road trip with my sister, and I really liked it, so I was really stoked for the guys to see it. There's a lot to do and see on the walk down to Venice. This obviously includes eating pizza the size of your torso. What I didn't realize was how impacted the guys were going to be from all the homelessness that you see around Venice Beach. I'd personally always thought of it as part of the Venice charm, but I don't really think they saw it the same way.
We're being tortured 50 times in a row, the same song throughout the day. It's called Sonic Torture. It should be illegal.
The guys seemed really disheartened and shocked, so we just went and grabbed a beer so they could process it all. After a beer, we walked back to Santa Monica to see the sunset and to make plans of where we should go next.
Oh my god! We spent 2 nights at Lindsay's place in total.
This one was cheesecake and it's amazing.
Second day, I think jet lag hit all of us and we were all too tired to figure out where to go next. So that day we just spent together chilling at the Hollywood mansion. We withdrew our first bit of cash from the budget. Remember, it's $1,000 per person, and so after a tense few minutes, not knowing whether my new travel card was working, we finally withdrew our first $300. There's our budget, $300 for hopefully to last us until we get to Mexico. So I'll give you $100. There's $100 for you, and I got $100. Yes! We had to get a few supplies, and then that night, Lindsay was kind enough to cook homemade pasta for everyone at the house.
But I made homemade sauce and pasta, and then there's turkey sauce here.
Look at Ty's face light up.
Yeah, homemade stuff.
Thanks for cooking for us.
Of course, guys. Yeah. It's nice to have a home cooking the starting off travel.
The third and final day at the house, we sat down and looked at our options. Ty's and Lena were really keen to head south to San Diego and then jump across the border into Tijuana. I, however, really pushed for an alternative route to go east towards Phoenix, Arizona, where I had organized for us to stay with some of my old friends who really wanted to host us and had a few cool things planned for us. And from there, we could hop across the border into Mexico. I knew it would be worth the detour, but all I had to do was convince the guys. Yeah. Alexia,
It's Alexa, why can't you get her name?
Alexa, what's the weather today?
Right now in Beverly Hills, it's 72 degrees with partly sunny skies.
Okay. Alexia, can you subscribe to the Budgeteers?
On YouTube.
I can't find the answer to the question.
Oh, she's a slut. I think this is how it would go. Honestly, this is how it would go. We'd leave early tomorrow. We'd be in Phoenix real easy because it's one road. It would probably take us an hour to get a ride. People are going to be going on that road to Phoenix, no bother. And there's no towns in between LA and Phoenix where they'll be like, you know, our stop-start journey. I think it would be one continuous ride. I don't want to let down our hosts. And they're really cool people, and I really think they would be a really good part of the show. And also, I don't want to let them down, and they've been really excited. Taz, what do you think?
I want to try. If I hear it's difficult, then for me it's a challenge. I want to be able to prove like, oh no, we did it in a couple of hours. But
Yeah.
I tried to tell the guys that Phoenix was a bad idea, but I let them convince me otherwise. Our host Lindsay was a legend and drove us to a gas station in the outskirts of LA where we thought maybe we could get a ride to Phoenix.
So here we are, saying goodbye to our beautiful host.
So good. This is so fun. Of course. Hey, this is so good. We have to so wonderful to meet you. Yes, anytime. You always have a place in LA. Always have a place wherever I am.
thanks for everything.
We'll go get some breakfast, then we'll start hitchhiking here. We'll be in Phoenix in no time.
Yeah.
No time at all. No time. Nothing.
Thanks so much.
Bye guys.
Close the door.
Have all of the fun.
Okay, we just had breakfast at Denny's. My first American breakfast. And it was huge. I don't know how he eats
Almost
this.
as huge as him.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's doing fine except Petty. He's feeling a bit sick this morning.
I haven't slept for a good few days and I'm a pussy and I get sick so easily.
Like, finally the day that we started hitchhiking and he just didn't have a good night's sleep. And it's wrecking his stomach, so really bad timing. I hope he feels better after a good amount of hitchhiking.
So this is it, first attempt at hitching. I'm sick, Lena's excited, Tice is fed.
I'm fed.
Between us we should be alright. This highway here is the number 10. It goes from downtown LA all the way to Phoenix, which is where we want to go, about 6 hours away. Thanks a lot.
Yep. Here's your sweater, Penny.
Thank you.
That's close.
Oh, I love this song.
Thanks man, you're very kind.
What's your name, sorry?
Javier.
Yeah, we're gonna try and hitchhike to Phoenix today.
Hey, wish you guys luck. You know.
Yeah.
just going about an hour drive from here.
Oh, an hour's an hour closer to where we're going.
Yeah,
Seriously appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
No problem, huh?
Do you pick up hitchhikers often?
Not really.
I suppose you don't see many, right?
I do, but you know, it's just a safety thing, I think.
Okay, so how come you stopped for us?
I don't know, I think you're good people.
Yeah, that's cool.
Where are you from?
I'm from Belize.
Oh, we're gonna go to Belize. So thanks for picking us up, man.
Yeah, thank you.
You're our first ride.
Is that right?
That's right.
Lucky me then, huh?
Yeah, you've got the honor of the first ride. That's
Yeah.
doing well, yeah.
Well, enjoy the ride for an hour.
Yeah, we will.
Well, when you guys are in Belize, just think about me.
Yeah, we will.
Real, of course. Thank you.
Where's my cap? I think I lost my hat. Because I need a hat because I get sunstroke on the top of my head really easily. So Lena, how was your first experience of hitchhiking?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it wasn't. It took us an hour, which is good. You know?
It's really small.
An hour up the road is better than nothing.
Okay, right now we're in our second hitchhiking spot, and it isn't a bad spot because the people in their cars that come up, they can easily stop and pick us up. Like, look how much space there is. It's right on the highway, so anyone going this direction, they're going the right way. And they can see Lena bright and clear.
With my pineapple shirt.
Yeah.
Very non-threatening. Come on.
Come on! Oh, that Jaguar had blue wheels.
And everything.
So yeah, I don't know how far I'm going on 10, but
Dude.
trying to build up my karma.
Oh, great.
I just lost my wallet last night. I think it got stolen. I think my car got broken into.
What's your name, sorry?
Brandon.
Brandon. We were hitchhiking from just outside LA. This guy from Belize picked us up and he dropped us off on that ramp. We were like, yeah, we'll be cool here. We've got a good spot. No more than like 20 minutes, but like I was overheating already. I threw up because I was so hot.
Oh.
Yeah, because I'm English. We're not used to this desert heat.
Yeah, and this is nothing. This is actually cool weather. I live in Vegas, like I said, Las Vegas, and
That's like desert.
yeah, this is kind of cool here.
The people who pick up hitchhikers are always the nicest people for sure.
I've never picked up a hitchhiker before.
Oh, really? Yeah.
When you were 3 of them, I figured 2 guys and a girl. I said, if they kill me, they kill me.
Well, karma's coming your way because I was nearly about to pass out at one point, man.
So I'm only actually going about another 3 more miles, man. I apologize.
No, don't apologize.
It's all good, man.
Brandon was awesome, but unfortunately headed in a different direction. We really started to second guess Phoenix at this point. We were all sweating from places we didn't know could sweat. Drivers were ignoring us as if we were roadside serial killers. And to top it all off, Patty was getting really sick from the sun and the desert heat. Our next ride was a really nice guy. And once he heard what our plan was, he told us exactly what we knew we had to do.
Why are you going to Phoenix and then to San Diego? Why don't you just go directly to San Diego?
Yeah, Patty, why are we going to Phoenix? That's what I said.
San Diego is just 80 miles from here. And Phoenix is 300 miles from here.
Wow.
I think it's a mistake.
Yeah.
Think about it. I'll buy you something to drink here if you guys want. You know, just
What is
but
your
think
name?
about
Sorry.
it. Bruce.
Bruce, thanks, man.
No, you're no problem.
People from Phoenix have just messaged me right now. We're getting a few food items for you guys. Any requests?
Don't let me discourage you.
Let me call him right now.
But I would stay away from going over that desert.
Hey, good. How are you guys? Where are you guys?
Where are we right
Redlands.
now? We're in Redlands.
Where the hell is that?
It's like
Close to San Bernardino or Riverside.
So we're still in California.
Oh, you guys sound so weird.
I'm sick. I haven't slept for a few days. I got like jet lagged and then I got like a little bit sick. We're on the edge of the desert right now, and yeah, it's I don't know. We're like
Oh my god.
we didn't realize it would be so hot, and
Oh god, I told you it's so hot.
yeah, I know, but like, you know, Thailand's hot, you know, so we hitchhiked in Thailand and we had no bother with the heat.
This is different. It's totally dry. Heat will suck the water right out of your body.
Now, don't take this wrong, but I'm telling them if they want to get to San Diego or something, to not go to Phoenix and then go to San Diego. It's it's a long ways out of the way.
Yeah, but you know what? They have to come and see us.
Why don't you come to San Diego?
No.
Yeah.
No.
They have jobs.
To be honest, I suffer anxiety from time to time. And I think that the exhaustion from jet lag, the heat and dehydration, and the stress of trying to get us safely across the desert to Phoenix combined together, and I just tipped over the edge. Lena and Thais did a great job at calming me down, and they found a really shitty roadside motel where we tried to find shelter from the heat. As I passed out, Lena and Thais had a genius idea. They sent out an Instagram post as a stab in the dark. They thought that maybe someone who watched our first series might be in the area to help us. Incredibly, it wasn't long before Lena was on the phone to a guy called Casey.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, this is Lena. Who's this? Casey, hey, what's up?
What's going on?
So, we're kind of in a tough situation. We really fucked up our travels today and we're stuck in somewhere called Redlands. Our goal is to get to San Diego by tomorrow.
So, what you guys need me to come and pick you up?
If possible, like, you would be a total legend if you could just, like, save our asses.
Casey told us that they had to come and pick us up right away. He was only 19 years old and his mom was freaking out. He was going to drive an hour to pick up 3 strangers he had never met before. The whole thing was kinda unbelievable, but sure enough, he showed up to save our sorry asses.
We think this is a YouTube first. This is Casey. He's a legend.
What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
We've seen better days.
Just the heat?
It's heat, exhaustion, dehydration, everything.
Were you drinking water or just until you got sick?
We were drinking water, weren't we? Not enough.
Yeah, but probably not
enough in the desert,
probably
man.
not enough. We'll buy you dinner.
Oh, no worries. I got you guys dinner at my place.
Oh my god. What?
I've never seen Patty like this. We've gone through some rough patches, but this is completely new, yeah.
Wait, you wanted to go to Phoenix?
Yeah.
I thought you guys were going to go to South America, like Mexico. Central.
Exactly, we wanted to make a detour because these two, they've got friends over in Phoenix, and they said like, well, 6-hour hitchhike, we can do this. You can do it if you're healthy, but the way that he is right now, we needed to do and change our route. If you ever need to trust in humanity again,
I got you guys.
This is your man.
Our newfound hero, Casey, drove us south towards his house. He lived halfway between LA and San Diego. Nice neighborhood, huh?
How did we end up in the most amazing houses?
I don't understand how we went from being in a cracked den prostituted motel on the side of some dodgy town to another mansion in some random part of outside of San Diego. By the way, I'm feeling like way better. I've drank some water. Casey, one of our subscribers has come and saved us. Like, what the hell is that about?
they're amazing people. Hello.
Sorry to just impose.
Hi. What's your name?
Patty.
Patty. Nice to meet you. Well, welcome.
Thanks so much.
Casey's family took us in with open arms. They gave us a home-cooked meal, and we sent Patty straight to bed. Thais and I, on the other hand, got the chance to hang out with Casey and his brother, and they took us around Laguna Beach. We even found out that Casey was so inspired by season 1 that he's actually headed to Southeast Asia after graduation this winter. Patty was feeling better the next day, and seeing as we'd already gotten stranded just after day 1 of hitchhiking, we figured it was best to get a tent. Before heading off to school, Casey dropped us off by the highway, with the high hopes that this time we'd actually make it to our destination, San Diego.
keep us up to date with your travels as well, man.
I will. I'll email you when I go to. And I'll definitely see you in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Be safe, have fun. I'm looking forward to it.
See you.
Okay, so if you're watching this, which you definitely will be if it ever gets made and we don't die on the way, thank you again. Like, the generosity that you showed us is next level. I'm kind of speechless. I'm still a bit brain fucked from the heat exhaustion yesterday. But yeah, anyway, let's try again. Let's get to San Diego tonight. Let's do it. Thankfully, our second day hitchhiking in California went a lot better than the first day. The first guy who picked us up was a US Marine, and he told us that we were really near a big military base. And lo and behold, after he dropped us off, we got picked up again by another US Marine.
What are y'all doing?
Well, we ask ourselves this question every day.
Nice to meet you. My name's Chance.
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 That's a cool name.
So y'all are hitchhiking this whole time?
Yep. Well, we haven't gone very far. It wasn't long before San Diego was on the horizon. We just needed one last ride to take us the last few kilometers. So we just got a ride, but I can tell that there's probably not a lot of room in this guy's car.
I'll see what I can do. Alright.
Cheers.
Bye. He says he would totally take us all the way to San Diego, but I have too much stuff in my car.
Hey guys! I'll come around. Wait.
Oh, he's back! The guy who had too much stuff in his car, he's come back to pick us up.
He just turned around.
High five, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do that again.
You came back!
Oh, you're such a legend. What's your name?
Delaire.
Delaire, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And your name?
My name is Paddy.
Patty. Hello, Patty.
Good hitchhiking tip for you. When people are driving past and they're kind of already driven past you, just give them a thumbs up. Say, don't worry, it's all good, because like this guy, they come back and get you.
Unless he's a murderer.
Do you guys smoke cigarettes?
No.
Do you smoke anything else? Do you? No? Do you?
I mean...
Okay, so it bothers you. Okay.
No, not
dude.
at all. Where are you from?
We will answer that question in a minute. Depends on what kind of question is that. How about you? Where are you from?
So, England, Colombia, Belgium.
Very nice. England, I went to school. Colombia, congratulations. We had peace by midnight last night. Congratulations. Finally, the
It's
troops.
over.
It's over after 50 years of fighting. Belgium, sir, we owe you for our great gratitude. Without you, we would not drink beer. That's number one.
Someone known as
That's number one. What I have, I pay tax on these, and here's my receipt. It's all legal.
Yeah, but this is California. You can do what you want here. Right?
Yeah, so we have a little weed.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, guys. I was hiking in a countryside in Ohio. There's nothing but cornfield and soybean fields. And I was trying to go to an airport. And I thought I was in London. But I was in Dry County, Ohio, back in the 70s. And as I said, I was wearing a suit, and I was hitchhiking. That was in 78. So 78 wasn't a bad year for hitchhiking.
Unfortunately, it wasn't 1978. In fact, it was 2016. And so we spent the rest of the short journey half listening to his stories and half praying he wasn't going to crash the car. It is kind of stupid to stay in the car in this situation, guys, but he did drive really slow and steady, and he even took us to Ocean Beach, which was exactly where we wanted to go. We had a couch surfing host already organized, but we just had to wait until he finished work to meet him. So we said our goodbyes to our crazy driver, and we walked down to the beach and watched the surfers and the gorgeous sunset over the Pacific Ocean. Good morning.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there.
Good morning, guys. How are you? So Second day here in Ocean Beach, San Diego. Our host Chris last night finished work about 10, so we had to kind of like hang around in the town till then, and it was okay. We were just pretty tired actually. And then he was like, let's go for a beer.
Hey,
Lena just passed out.
Say hello.
Hey.
You know what? Welcome to OB.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know what? When you come back, if you do, I'm gonna say hello.
Cheers, mate. So the locals are friendly. So we ended up just me and Tyz and Chris, our host. We went for a beer or two, got some beers and hung out near his house. Ocean Beach is cool. It's like much better than LA. I mean, look,
We love you, Lindsay.
Yeah, yeah. There's surfers here and stuff. It's just a nice, cool vibe. We're gonna stay here today and relax.
And then head out
yeah,
to
we're gonna go.
Tijuana
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Tijuana tomorrow. Mexico isn't technically Central America, we know that, but it's definitely more Latin and that kind of vibe than California. So I'm really looking forward to getting there.
It's way cheaper.
But yeah, let's just chill out here on this pier. We're gonna go get some breakfast and enjoy our last day, and then tomorrow kind of lazily make our way across the border. And then, you know, everything's been going wrong so far, and we were in the safest place. We spent our last day in California relaxing at Ocean Beach. California isn't perfect like some might think, but it is a super interesting and super diverse place. But it's not the cheapest place in the world, and with all the supplies, the food, the drinks, and other costs, we had spent $500 between us, which wasn't ideal for our budget. We got up early the next day, said goodbye to our lovely couchsurfing host Chris, and we made our way to the border of Mexico, where the real Latin American adventure was about to begin. This is it, guys. Thanks for making it all the way to the end of the first episode. We are at the border of America and Mexico. California, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Like, we have to be so grateful for a lot of things that you did to us. The people, you showed a lot.
Everyone that hosted us.
Lindsay, you're a beautiful person.
You're
yeah.
Amazing.
Thanks for hosting us in your beautiful home.
Casey, who saved our lives.
Thank you, Casey, for coming to pick us up. You saved our butt big time. Thank you to Chris for hosting us in San Diego.
So this is it. We're doing it. Almost.
We got our ass kicked a little bit by California, and that was supposed to be the easy part of the trip. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It's going to be exciting to see what happens in Mexico. So we're so excited. We've got a really nice host. He's got loads of cool plans for us, and then we're going to start hitching through Mexico, which is going to be a huge adventure, which we're so stoked and excited about. And yeah, come with us. And yeah, give this video a nice thumbs up, subscribe, share it on Facebook, whatever you want to do. Like, get the message out there, get the Budgeteers. If you thought this was cool, interesting concept, then yeah, give us some love. And yeah, let's head out to Mexico, baby. Peace.
No, marica, yo me mareo.